Good morning, Dr. Nixon here. Hope you're having a beautiful start to your year. I'm excited to walk you guys through this parasite detox. Parasites need to be detoxed, and the research would say you most likely have them in your body. I want to start with this statement. I think it's really important to remember in your body, you are not sterile. You have bacteria, you have E. coli's, you have viral tissue in your body right now. You have good bacteria, bad bacteria, you have staph, you have strep, you have organisms. Research would say 50%, potentially a little bit more, of people have parasites in their body right now. And you can get them from many, many things, simple things, including animals, pets, dogs specifically. Obviously, if you have a dog, you'd like deworm them. Okay. The dirt. If your kids play in the dirt, you probably have worms and parasites. Raw food, pork, seafood, raw fish, sushi, etc. Can also have parasites in them. So the chances are you have them, but I think the important thing to remember is you're not sterile. And the goal is not to be sterile. Like you're not trying to wipe out everything in your gut or in your microbiome. The goal is that these organisms would live in your microbiome in homeostasis or in harmony. The opposite of that would be called dysbiosis, so a imbalance. When parasites are in your body and they start taking over, so they start reproducing or growing or start laying eggs and then start reproducing and growing, and they start to outweigh or outnumber the good bacteria that should be killing them off, it starts going this way. Now the parasites become pathogenic. Pathogenic is bad. Say bad, bad. These guys start eating your amino acids. They start eating things that create neurotransmitters. They start eating your serotonin, your dopamine. They start minimizing your joy, your experience of cognitive function. They start really messing with a lot of things in your gut. They can cause increase in pH. They can start throwing off your ability to digest. They can start the process of SIBO or candida or yeast or different E. coli start to grow now. And they can start really wreaking havoc on your body, increasing inflammation, increasing pain, increasing gut pain. So what I'm trying to say is it's really helpful and important to get rid of bad things in your gut, including parasites. So I'm gonna walk you guys through a parasite cleanse I've done numerous times, different versions of really simple parasite cleanses. And I'm going to walk you through. I put this guide together for you guys. Let's hop on in to it. And let me make my screen bigger here. And you're going to have this PDF. You're going to have this guide. If you don't have it, let us know. We'll get it to you. And I'm going to walk you through it really briefly how to do this. Okay. So really simple. You're going to start with a morning and evening time routine. Most people who are doing this version are going to do it for somewhere around 2 to 4 weeks or so. Okay. We're going to start with a product. It's a Canadian company called Zuma. It's called Paraclear. Paraclear, really simple product. Most parasite detoxes and parasite cleanses are pretty similar in that they're going to have walnut holes, black or green or red walnut holes. You'll see things like Artemisia. You'll see things like clove. These things are really helpful at killing parasites. Okay, so most of them are pretty similar. I really like this Canadian company. I've used this product several times. It is helpful to take it on close to an empty stomach. So I do mine first thing in the morning. I put water in my mouth and then I shoot back the Paraclear. It doesn't taste excellent, but it is palatable. And then you try to wait if you can. So I'll brew my coffee and do my quiet time in the morning. And so I'll try to wait 15 minutes or so before, or even longer before eating. If you're intermittent fasting, then that's pretty easy to do. And then your evening time, also really important, you're going to take a binder. Okay. Let me pause here for a second. A binder. What's a binder? A binder is what's going to grab onto the dead material that you're killing off. So if you're doing a bacterial cleanse or a viral cleanse or anything, you want to grab those organisms and eliminate them from your body. Okay? If you don't, your body's going to have a harder time getting those things out. So it can come out, it can start changing your bowels. It can start causing constipation. It can start coming out through your skin. It can start creating Herxheimer reactions, etc. So a binder is really helpful. So it's really important, I think, to do that with it, and just do it in the evening time. Okay. And so you're grabbing it and getting rid of it. Hydration is essential. Take your body weight, divide it in half. That's how many ounces of water you want to drink a day. If you are not draining, meaning hydrating your lymphatic system, peeing, pooping, sweating enough, you can run the risk of having adverse reactions, detox reactions. You can feel sluggish and headachy and all that stuff. Your skins can start to change. So you want to eliminate that by hydrating. When you do any type of cleanse or detox, it's really helpful to change up your food. Specifically, I wrote up some anti-parasitic foods for you guys. Garlic. It's also antibacterial, antiviral too. You got pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with zinc. Zinc is also antiviral. It's also helpful for getting rid of parasites. Things like coconut oil. Coconut oil has a medium chain triglyceride in there. That's really helpful. And then fermented vegetables. I like kimchi. I like sauerkraut. I like fermented pickles. These things are really helpful. And don't forget, you are killing things in your gut, so it is helpful to consume things like bone broth as well as part of just the gut healing, adding some nourishment to your body. Lymphatic system, it's really important here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Lymphatic system, let me go back. Here's your lymph nodes. They run down through here. They run through your whole body, under your armpits, etc. These guys will grab waste. These guys will grab part of the dead tissue that you're killing off from the parasites, and you want to move them out. So really simple ways to do that is exercise. What kind? Any kind. You can also dry brush. You can also rebound, which is jumping on a little trampoline and bouncing like this and get things moving. If you have a big trampoline and kids, you can also jump on that as well. And then simple stretching yoga routines, also really, really helpful. For digestive support, I don't always do this when I do a parasite cleanse, but you can. You can also take probiotics, good probiotics. And what you're trying to do here is what we refer to as the crowding out effect, right? So if you have parasites up here and you're trying to kill them, you can also increase the other side like a seesaw. This would be good bacteria. And so what you're trying to do is do this, right? Another really helpful and easy tool. There's a lot of good probiotics out there. And one of my favorite little hacks in the morning, health hacks, really simple. Add lemon water, adding lemon to your water. There we go. Helps stimulate bile, stomach acids, and bile. It is an acid, but it helps create a base in your body when you consume it. Yes. And then liver. So your liver is your main detoxification organ. Remember, your liver sits on the right-hand side over here, and it will detox everything out of your body. It's always working. You're always detoxing. Right now, we're just trying to add a little extra to our body, specifically to help get rid of parasites. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Everyone say sleep. Sleep, 7, 8, 9 hours is really helpful for everything in your body. And here's a couple other resources, like I said, for the liver detox. Here's what you might feel. Week 1, you might feel some detox symptoms, right? Oftentimes that can feel, even for me, I've done, so many detoxes. I detoxed for like 8 months. I think it was 8 months out of a year one time. Different detoxes. And so I don't feel many of these much anymore. But I do remember when I first started detoxing, the first 3 days, tired, fatigued. Some people will get like headaches, just brain fog. As long as you can still function, which you should be able to, so keep going, and it will change. It will change. If your skin starts to break out, that is a sign that you may want to slow down. When I say slow down, all we would normally do is take whatever you're doing and cut it in half, right? So if you're doing this protocol, just cut everything in half, and it just helps slow things down a little bit better. So, and then you won't have as many adverse reactions. So week 1, you're feeling that. By week 2, this is where people are like, oh man, I'm feeling better. My energy's coming back. My digestive system's getting better. This is where, like, if you're going to lose weight from a type of detox, and you certainly can from this one, it's like, oh man, the scale is moving, whatever you're using. to measure. My skin looks better. People are like, hey, you are different. What's going on? You look better, think better, you're clearer, whatever. You have more energy. It's like, hey, I'm doing this detox. But that can take a couple weeks to get to that part. So be patient with your body. And then this one, a Herxheimer reaction, like I said a little bit ago, this is the one where you want to pause or stop. If you start to feel this, slow down, let us know. You might want to pause for even a couple days and let us know what's going on. We'll help coach you through it. But this will be the sign where it's like, hey, you don't actually want to push through this. When the skin starts to change, you start to have flu-like symptoms, etc., where it just becomes too much. It's actually usually a sign of hey, you need to slow down. So, which is fine. We're okay slowing down. No big deal. And so that gives you a little bit of what to expect. And there's so many long-term benefits to this with parasite cleansing. So get your products, get the Zuma, get the binder. Yeah, you can start right away. We're going through this. My team and I are walking through this. There's a couple of us doing the parasite cleanse with you guys. We'll be here to help support and coach you along the way. And we're excited for the benefits that will come from this. So love you guys. Dr. Nixon. I'll see y'all next time.